And to work with mocked or fake timer, I will use this library. Okay, and this library will allow me to mock set interval, and maybe if we will need also to fake date, it will also help us with this. Okay, so I want now to install this, and I will install it on dev, and I'm using pnpm, so pnpm install -d, and these are the fake timers, and also fake date. Currently it is not needed, but maybe we will use it later. Okay, so we have the fake timer, and now let's create test. Let's remove this because you don't like it. Okay, you saw that now it's white. And now we are going to create a test for task scheduler. Okay, so task scheduler dot test dot ts, and we're going to copy this, and let's create a default test default test, expect 1 to be 1, and npm test, and let's invoke this specific file, task scheduler. Okay, it should pass, right? And if I'm changing it to 1, then it will not pass. Okay, so now I want to play a little bit with the fake timer and see how they work. So first I want to import fake timer from this. Let's change this to default now. And to work with the fake timer, we need to install it before every test. So before each, I'm installing the fake timer, and this will replace the timer that we get with set interval and the date. So let's create here a fake clock, and let's do fake clock is equal to fake timer dot, let's change here fake timers, and he wants us also to install the types, so let's install also this. Oh, sorry, we need to use pnpm, right? Okay, and now we can use the fake timers to install our fake timer instead of the real timer. And this fake timer always starts with 0, so let's test fake timer start with 0 and const time equal to date dot now, and this time is 0. This is how this fake timer is working. So expect time to be 0, right? So let's invoke it. Let's invoke the test. Okay, and if we change it to 10, it will not work, and back to 1, it will work. So this is our starting point. Time in fake timer is always start with 0. So now how can we use this? In my task scheduler, he's dispatching every interval. Okay, so let's see that we can access this interval, and we need to access this interval by moving the time. Okay, we don't want to wait for maybe our interval is 1 hour or maybe 10 minutes or even maybe 5 seconds. We don't want to wait for it. We want this to be invoked immediately. So with this fake timer, we can progress the time instantly. So, and to progress the time, we are using a function that is called ticks. Okay, so progress the fake time using ticks function. And let's see how we do it. So we start with this, and now, okay, this should be okay. Okay, we have a problem. Okay, we cannot, if we install, we also need to uninstall. So what we need to do is after each, we need to uninstall the fake timer and do fake clock dot uninstall. Okay, so we can infer the type, and now we can use the uninstall, and let's run it again. F. Okay, now it is working. But I want now to increment the time. So maybe I will increment the time by 5000 milliseconds. So fake clock dot tick, maybe increment with 5. And now let's get the time. And the time should be 5000, right? Let's make it let. Okay, and expect time to be 5000. And here we progress the clock by 5000 milliseconds. And let's see that he's working, and let's see that it does not need to wait for 5 seconds, right? So let's change it here to 5001, and we'll see that it is not working. Okay, okay. Expect the 5000 to be 5001, and you see how quickly this was done. Okay, so let's change it to 5000, and this should work immediately. And if I'm changing it to 50,000, like this, and like this, so this is 50 seconds. It is done instantly, right?